It's in the game.
Give me a break, need another life. Oh, need another life. Give me a break, need another life.
Last season, Arsenal reached this stage of the UEFA Champions League for the first time since 2010. Ironically, they were knocked out by Bayern Munich overall. Having already dealt with them in the previous round, here today, they have Atletico Madrid again. Big night here at the Atletico Madrid Stadium with a bit of a rematch from the group stage phase where Arsenal, against the odds so to speak, beat Atletico Madrid. Now it's for something a bit more crucial in terms of the stakes. Over 2 legs, can Arsenal beat them again? It's certainly possible, and they will take encouragement from that win, but every game is always different, and Atletico have a bit of a different side too. And we say that because of that man you just saw a second ago, Darwin Núñez, who signed from Liverpool in the winter transfer window, and not the only out of Liverpool recently, by the way. And look at that squad for Atletico Madrid. Certainly still one of the most intimidating squads. Probably not as much as Real, but still quite much on par with them, as Oblak there will be a formidable goalkeeper in his own right, absolute legend here in this part of the world. And as you can probably tell, full strength Arsenal side. Mikel Arteta taking no chances with this one, as this is a very crucial matchup. So of course it's over 2 legs and Arsenal are away. Now this was a very similar situation to what happened against Bayern Munich. They lost the first one, Arsenal, and then overturned it later, and also had a superior away goal advantage. They always say in the Champions League, draw your away games, win your home ones. And Arsenal have certainly been a force to be reckoned with in all home and away games in the Champions League this season. And they did beat Atletico Madrid rather comfortably, I believe. It's such a long time ago now, I can barely remember. But Real Madrid, as we said, the only real team to really get something out away, or take something away from Arsenal this season. Of course, that's including the likes of Manchester City winning the Carabao Cup, of course. An interesting squad inclusion for Mikel Moreno, who is back in the side after a stint with injury. And now that leaves Gabriel Martinelli on Arsenal's injury list, out for the rest of the season with that torn ACL. That he suffered a couple of months ago. And there's Julian Alvarez as well. It's certainly a very tough Atletico Madrid side. But here comes Alexander Isak. And he is saved by Oblak. I was almost bracing myself for an Isak goal there. Currently sitting on 29 goals for the league this season. And with about 7 games left, he's running out of time to catch the record of Erling Haaland. It's going to be a very close run thing when it comes to that, you feel. And that's really because Arteta has been resting him for these bigger matches right here tonight. Of course, against Fulham and Everton, they coped very well without him, Arsenal, to be fair. Miles tackled by Ben White and out for a throw. Well, mate. Now, I remember Kelmate playing for Villarreal. Is this the same one, or is it a different one? Because if it's the same one, that's remarkable. How he's been playing for so long. I certainly remember Riquelme at Villarreal, but I'm not sure if it's the same one or a different one. Maybe a son or something. I'm not actually sure, to be honest. But if that is the Riquelme I'm thinking of, that's very remarkable, to be fair. I was actually notified by a friend in the comments section of our game against Aston Villa that Villa were once European champions, which I never knew, to be honest. So I'm very sorry to Villa fans for never really bringing that up. I think my knowledge past 1999 is a bit, well, a whole lot of nothing, really, to be honest. It's a whole lot of nothing past 1999, and I can't tell you anything really earlier than that, to be fair. Proving how much Formula 1 has been a big part of my life since 1997. Probably does account for that somehow. I think it was so long ago, it was under the older European format, I think. Here's Leo Trossard, and saved by All Black. He's definitely going to be a formidable opponent tonight. Oh, and Isak off the bar. So with about 6 or 7 in the FA Cup, 29 now. A few in the Carabao, I believe, and I think he might be on 9 goals as of tonight in the Champions League, or at least near there. So he's got about almost 50 goals this season, Alexander Isak. It's definitely been a breakout year for him. Leo Trossard, I believe, is still the competition's top scorer with 8, all scored in one night, against the BSC Young Boys in the league phase. Here comes, I believe it's Alvarez. Now here's Alvarez. Darwin Núñez is with him. Oh, great backheel to Lamar. And David Raya makes a save. Very unfortunate to concede against Everton, but the strike against McNeil was exquisite, to be fair. I do believe David Raya did get the assist in that game last time out, and Isak has scored already. 15 minutes in is another goal for Alexander Isak. Well, he's not scoring at the rate he used to earlier in the season, but he's still getting the 1 or 2 goals that his team always needs. What an absolutely fantastic season for Alexander Isak. It has been a breakthrough year of all proportions for him. Well, we knew he was going to be good. We knew he was what Arsenal needed, but he's gone beyond that now. So many goals. And 10 goals in 9. So that actually, I think that means he's now ahead of Leo Trossard, actually. And he might be the top scorer in the Champions League as of now. Well, at least very close to Trossard. I think he scored one extra one afterwards and probably another. So Isak and Trossard have been the competition's prolific scorers. Arsenal 1, Atletico Madrid 0 then. And that's a crucial away goal now for Arsenal as well. Llorente shoots, and good save by David Raya. Well, Diego Simeone, certainly no stranger to winning, but he's had his struggles against Arsenal this season in the league phase. And now the stakes are higher. But Arsenal don't seem to have any problem with dealing with high stakes. It's been a formidable battering ram all season long. No sign of complacency anywhere in this Arsenal side. Coming out to play every 90 minutes, every single game. Not a hint of slowing down. Arteta literally has taken this whole season seriously. And I, for one, hope he ends up with a trophy at the end of it all. Arsenal last in the Champions League final, I believe, in 2005. I remember it pretty well. It might have been in 2006, 2007, actually, now that I think about it. I remember where I was when Arsenal were there, and I think it was during my college days, so that would make it about 2007, actually, maybe even 2008. I certainly remember that very well. I was gutted for my brother, because he's an Arsenal fan. I don't think I've ever told you that story. Anyway, here's Darwin Núñez, and he misses that. That's something I've actually never mentioned before, so a bit of trivia for you. It was rather random, to be completely honest. It was just constantly picking them in FIFA 2000. That was literally it. It works. I mean, I think it might have just worked for me becoming a United fan, to be completely honest. I was playing the old FIFAs on the Mega Drive back then, so I was probably very similar story for me in becoming a United fan, really. I mean, I'm more of a supporter these days, for reasons. Suddenly towards Isaac. Oh, it's a good save by All Black, to be fair. That is a stunning save. That's why he's considered one of the best in the world. Declan Rice. Madrid players absolutely smothering Arsenal, but they're keeping the ball. Moreno back in the side. Almost got an assist off Isaac. By Shevchenko there. Here's the ball. Norman. Here's Lamar. I think former Arsenal target in a transfer window somewhere. And Llorente is offside. Pass there by Declan Rice. Isaac's found Odegaard, and Odegaard will shoot. All Black was more than equal to that. Here's Alvarez. Here's Lamar. Saka. There's Saka. Good save by All Black. Taken there by Saliba. Llorente's come up with it. Llorente's got three of his man, and he's just so out of riot there. Witsel, formerly of Borussia Dortmund, I believe. To Odegaard to Moreno. Ping pong passing from Arsenal. Atletico Madrid player is down. Here's Alexander Isak, and that should be a free kick, and it's not. That should be a clear free kick for Arsenal, but they do keep the ball though. Here's Saka. Waiting for Isak to make a move forward, he didn't do it. This is what it take. Okay, it's gone almost all the way. Helmate. He's found Moreno there. Well, 1 minute about it on time, and that's a foul on Trossard. And I think it'll be a very booking at the very least here. Rodrigo de Paul is going into the book. Well, Arsenal 1 up as we are approaching half time, and they will certainly take this scoreline so far. It's an away goal that's vital, and it gives them the lead as well. Arsenal here showing no fear against Spanish giants. They've already done it before and won. Can they do it again? Alexander Isak gets his 10th goal of the competition, continuing his stellar season. There's no other real word for it. Arsenal up by 1-0, and a crucial away goal with that. Welcome back to the Atletico Madrid stadium. And Atletico Madrid are 1 down to an Arsenal side here in this Champions League tie, and it's even more kind of bad news for them because of the away goal rule. Arsenal now have even more of an advantage if the score stays this way. Don't bank on it staying that way for very long though. There's a bit of Atletico Madrid involved, and David Raya right now could have been on the verge of another assist if not for Alexander Isak being stopped in his tracks. And David Raya is certainly getting his kicking right. That's a great move on Gabriel. We got bamboozled, and in comes Saliba with a brilliant tackle. Fantastic tackle by William Saliba, and that is why he and Gabriel are amongst the best centre-back partnership talk in the league. If one of them doesn't get the ball, the other one will. Alvarez, saved by David Raya. And Arsenal may leak a goal or two at times, but oh, and Darwin Núñez, what a goal! An absolutely stunning goal by Núñez. And we were just saying it, commentator's curse, I guess. But to be fair, it's a beautiful ball and it's a beautiful strike. Darwin Núñez had a lot to do from there, to be fair. David Raya, well, he got wrong-footed, but you can't really put the blame on him. A stunning goal. And Atletico Madrid now, that's better than it was. But if the second leg was to end like this, Arsenal would progress on the away goal rule, so they need more. And Arsenal are off to face Brentford again. They'll have Brentford back at the Emirates, following on from the FA Cup tie, which they won. And as I'll be commentating, I've heard from the missus that she's got quite a trip to get there. That's going to be kind of fun. There's Saka. Actually, in fact, what am I talking about? I'm obviously making that trip as well because I've got to be there to commentate for it. So what am I talking about? Anyway, Alvarez has scored. Alvarez has scored. That just came to my mind just randomly. I'm like, I've actually got to be there myself. So what am I talking about? Anyway, oh man, I'm getting old, I guess. Anyway, Alvarez has scored. Atletico Madrid, and it's a good goal to be fair, and now that puts Atletico in the driver's seat. Really, I mean, it still gives Arsenal a shot, to be fair. This was the exact situation they faced in the second leg of the previous tie against Bayern Munich. They were losers of the game by 4-3 in the first leg, but had 3 away goals. It's slightly different here because they've got 1. Yeah, Arsenal still have the somewhat advantage, but they now need to come from behind, and they do with Alexander Isak. Well, it's the response, no surprise there. And Arsenal will take that. That's 2 away goals now that Arsenal will take to the Emirates. Well, it's 2-2. This really could go anywhere. Now, I think at this point, weren't Arsenal like a long way in front? It's so long ago. You have to say, in the Champions League this season, Arsenal have had some of the toughest matchups this year, and they have come through almost all of them, including Real Madrid to some degree. They lost, but they really showed their intent for Europe this season. Oh, and here is Alexander Isak. David Raya will get an assist there. No, he won't, because Isak's hit the post. Oh, no. And David Raya denied a Champions League assist there. That would have definitely been one. Welmate is coming off for João Felix, formerly of Wolves. And Llorente is a bit of a rash challenge on, I think that's Gabriel. And it's a bookie. And that's actually Moreno, and he's just come back from injury, so let's hope he's alright. I don't think that'll do too much damage. I think he should be okay. He's really just coming off an injury from a couple of games ago. He was introduced back into the squad. Now he's in the starting 11 today, and he took a hit for his trouble. Yes, myself and the missus will both be there for Brentford. Either or. I don't know, man. Sometimes my memory just absolutely fails me for some reason. Anyway. Here's João Felix. Finding a new lease of life at Real Madrid. Atletico Madrid rather. Alvarez fires that one wide, sadly. Koke's coming on for Lamar. Koke's been around for what feels like forever as well, to be fair. Ben White was being really heavily closed down there. That was probably lucky not to lose the ball. And off goes Alexander Isak to the races. He's still got the ball. He's found Moreno. And loses it to Normad. A big 5-man group substitution for Arsenal as load management is imminent from Mikel Arteta. Probably saving some energy from his mainstays for that Brentford game, because then after that I believe it's the second leg between Atletico, these two. And then, I believe, I sort of remembered who it was, and now it's gone. Yeah, it's gone. I thought it was Ipswich, but I don't actually remember now. I know the last home game at the Emirates is Newcastle this year. If Arsenal have still got that 6-point lead by then, that will be a cause for celebration, as they will most likely be Premier League champions in that situation. And if they win or draw that game, and they're still 6 points clear at the time, then that will certainly be the case. A loss for City would give them it with a game to spare, so that will be some turnout. If Arsenal still have their 6-point lead by then, of course, they could keep winning. City could probably drop points somewhere, and it could be even earlier. But Arsenal sure are, right now, odds on to win it. They don't really look like losing. And even when they do, they fight back, as they've done today. And they are in the driver's seat yet again for the second leg. They have 2 away goals to their name tonight. It's Cornelissen who came on. Champions League, first ever Champions League start for him. Saka. Here's Havertz. Kai Havertz. And scoring again that time. Passion being sung from the Atletico Madrid faithful tonight, as Alvarez comes off. Not sure who for, it didn't really say. We'll know in a second. Sorf is the man that's gone on. Well done by Keyboard there. Here's the Paul. Koke. Darwin Núñez. Keyward does get that hurriedly away. Out for a corner. He's receiving off a short corner. Onieri gets it. Now, he's probably off of the races here. And here's Saka. He gets his foul. Kai Havertz here. And it's a save from Oblak. In comes Arsenal Zinchenko, and Oblak has saved it. That's a fantastic save. And the Atletico Madrid players know that as well. It's a vital one as well. And what a save by Oblak with his knee, of all things. Zinchenko probably should have put his foot through it for all accounts, but it's still a really good save. Saka with the resulting corner. Cornelissen was getting there, actually. There's Darwin Núñez on his own at the races. He's gone. Now, I think that's Onieri who's with him. And he's keeping every step, to be fair. Here's Koke. Here's Felix. And Koke has come up with it. And Darwin Núñez now. And saved by David Raya. Another stunning save. Clears it away. Nielsen. To Declan Rice. Saka. Can't keep the ball in play for Ben White. Throw it. Witsel. Arsenal just minutes away now from an advantage game for them, really. Been 2 away goals now. Means Atletico Madrid pretty much have to win the game. Next time out when these two meet at the Emirates. Oh, it's not been his team's best game, but Mikel Arteta will certainly take the result right now. Koke. Sorloth, who came on as a substitute. Here is Felix. By Ben White. Felix will throw it in. Darwin Núñez, it's got a lot of space here. Ben White closes him down instantly. Ronaldo. Atletico Madrid trying to conjure up one last opportunity here. Havertz with a great tackle, to be fair. Saka. Havertz and Nketiah, he's brought it down, he's off. And it's a great final save by All Black again. He's been terrific. Vital saves. Right towards the end of the game. And how crucial will they come to be? Come the second leg. Arsenal have the advantage. And the away goals going into the second leg. But now they must defend home fortress of the Emirates that has been this year. This is the exact result that Mikel Arteta would have wanted. As we said at the top of the show, win your home games, draw your away ones. Arsenal achieved that today with help from Alexander Isak, who grabbed the 10th and 11th goals of the Champions League campaign this season as he continues his magnificent scoring run. That boy cannot be stopped. But Atletico Madrid are certainly still in it. And it's going to be 2-2 going into the second leg at the Emirates next week. And would you believe it? All the scores bar one also ended 2-2. 2-2 against Milan and Juventus. 2-2 against Borussia Dortmund and Paris Saint-Germain. The only outlier, RB Leipzig, losing 2-1 to Real Madrid. How funny is that?